Hi everyone, and thank you for choosing David Rickett's home for your Valentine's Day meal. Okay, so what you'll have received is a bag containing the wine and the cocktails, and then a bag containing all the elements needed to make a 3-course meal. Okay, so in the bag you'll notice that some of the items are labelled with, well, all the items are labelled with stickers. Okay, so green sticker, that's for the starter, blue is for the main, and red is for the dessert. Okay, so what we're going to start with is actually the main course. So over here we have our Jerusalem artichokes. So I've simply just cut the Jerusalem artichokes in half, and I'm just going to cover them with a little bit of olive oil and a sprinkling of salt. Okay, just mix all that up. Okay, and what we're going to do is pop these into a preheated oven at 180 for around about 45 minutes. Okay, so just keep checking them and make sure they're golden. Okay, now the reason why we're actually starting with the artichokes is because they take such a long time to cook. So whilst they're cooking, you can then be focusing on the starter. Okay, so I'll just move these to one side. So for the fish, so we've got a nice piece of halibut in the pan. So to cook the halibut, you have a choice. Okay, so you can either cook it in the oven at 180 for roughly around 12-13 minutes, and that should be beautiful. Or if you want to pan fry it like I'm doing, basically just put a little bit of olive oil into a pan, place the fish, don't touch it, and let that sort of fry on one side. Okay, you want it nice and golden, like I've got it there, and then you basically just want to cook it on the other side so that the fish is cooked through. Okay, so this piece of fish is actually cooked, so I'm just going to take that out of the pan and place onto a cloth just to sort of draw out any sort of excess juice. Okay, so now it's time for the plating. Okay, so I've got all of the elements for the starter. Whilst the fish is cooking, what I'd advise doing is just putting the coconut and yellow pepper sauce into a heat-proof bowl or jug and just putting that in the microwave for probably around about 40-50 seconds. Okay, so first we're going to start with the oil. Now I'm using a bowl because in a bowl this works really well, but you can use this on a plate as well. So I'm just going to spoon in a little bit of this oil, okay, just into the middle of the bowl. Now if you are using a bowl, this is going to look really cool. If not, it's still going to look really, really nice. And what we're going to do is just pour the sauce straight into the middle of the oil, and you'll see that it separates really, really nicely. Okay. We're then going to take our fish and be really gentle with this because it's very delicate, and we're just going to place that into the middle of the bowl like that. Okay, we've then got our leeks. So what you want to do with the leeks is just squeeze a little bit of lime, sprinkling of salt, just give that sort of a nice mix together, and then what you're doing is basically placing the leeks as carefully as you can on top of the fish like that. Okay, so we're nearly ready to go. All we need to do now is get the micro herbs. So we've got the red amaranth, and then we've also got the coriander cress. Okay, so don't take too long with this, get it all done quite quickly, otherwise the fish will go cold. And there you have it, the finished dish.